It's a quiet evening, and you're sitting at your desk, staring at the long to-do list in front of you. The tasks are important. You know they are. But instead of starting, you find yourself scrolling through social media, watching random videos, or rearranging your workspace. You tell yourself, I'll start in 5 minutes, but those minutes pass, and the tasks remain untouched. Procrastination has a tight grip on you, and despite your best intentions, you can't seem to break free. We've all been there. We promise ourselves to start early, work steadily, and avoid last-minute stress. But when the time comes, we delay. We feel overwhelmed, unmotivated, or unsure of where to begin. Procrastination is more than just laziness. It's often a response to fear, perfectionism, or a lack of clarity. The good news? Procrastination isn't a permanent trait. It's a habit, and like any habit, it can be changed. In this video, we'll dive deep into the psychology of procrastination, explore why we do it, and most importantly, learn practical strategies to take action and get things done. By the end, you'll have a clear action plan to overcome procrastination and reclaim your time. Chapter 1. Why we procrastinate. Procrastination is a universal problem. Everyone delays tasks at some point, even when they know it'll lead to stress later. But why do we procrastinate? To understand how to overcome procrastination, we first need to understand its root causes. Most of the time, it's not laziness but something deeper. Psychological triggers that make us avoid taking action. One of the biggest reasons people procrastinate is fear. The fear of starting, the fear of not doing well, or even the fear of judgment from others. When fear is present, it's easier to delay tasks to avoid the discomfort of facing those fears. However, delaying doesn't remove fear, it only amplifies it. Perfectionists often procrastinate because they set unrealistically high standards for themselves. The idea of not performing perfectly can be paralyzing, leading to avoidance. Rather than aiming for progress, they wait for the perfect moment to start, which rarely comes. Over time, this habit creates a cycle of inaction. When a task feels too big or complicated, it's easy to put it off. The brain views large tasks as threats because they require significant energy and effort. Instead of starting, we distract ourselves with smaller, easier tasks, creating the illusion of productivity while avoiding the real challenge. If you don't have a clear plan or goal, procrastination becomes almost inevitable. Without knowing exactly what needs to be done, the brain defaults to doing nothing. Clear goals and defined steps reduce uncertainty, making it easier to take the first step. We live in a world of constant distractions, social media, streaming services, notifications, and more. Our brains are wired to seek quick rewards, and tasks that require effort don't offer that immediate dopamine hit. So, instead of doing something that might benefit us long-term, we choose quick pleasures that feel good now. Procrastination can also be linked to low energy levels or a poor mood. When you're tired, stressed, or unmotivated, it's hard to muster the willpower to start something challenging. Energy and mood play a big role in productivity, and understanding this can help you manage your time better. Understanding these 6 common causes of procrastination is key to overcoming it. Often, it's not about the task itself. It's about the internal resistance you feel towards starting it. By identifying your specific triggers, you can start applying targeted solutions to break free from the cycle of delay. Chapter 2. How to take action. Once you understand why you procrastinate, the next step is learning how to take consistent action. Taking action, even in small steps, can break the habit of delaying tasks. The goal isn't to become perfect overnight, but to build momentum and make progress daily. Here are 10 powerful strategies that can help you overcome procrastination and start taking action. One reason people procrastinate is that tasks seem too overwhelming. When you have a massive goal, your brain gets intimidated by its size. The solution? Break it down into small, manageable steps. Instead of writing a whole report, start with creating an outline. The smaller the task, the easier it is to start. Achievable goals. Vague goals lead to vague results. Instead of saying, I need to get fit, say, I'll exercise for 20 minutes, 3 times a week. Clear goals give your brain a target to aim for, making it easier to take the first step. Achievable goals also build confidence, which helps create a positive feedback loop. The 2-minute rule is simple. If something takes less than 2 minutes to do it immediately. For larger tasks, apply the same rule to just starting. Tell yourself, I'll do this for just 2 minutes. Often, starting is the hardest part. Once you get going, it's easier to keep going. Time blocking means dedicating specific blocks of time to work on a task without interruptions. When you know exactly when you'll work on something, it removes decision fatigue. Use a timer, work for a set period, and take short breaks. This method improves focus and productivity. Distractions are the enemy of productivity. Identify what usually distracts you: social media, phone notifications, noisy environments, and eliminate them. Turn off notifications, close unnecessary tabs, and create a dedicated workspace. The fewer distractions, the easier it is to stay on task. When you have someone to hold you accountable, it's harder to procrastinate. An accountability partner can be a friend, a mentor, or even a coworker. Share your goals and check in regularly. Knowing someone else is watching your progress creates extra motivation to follow through. Your mindset matters. Negative self-talk like "I'm so lazy" or "I'll never finish this" only makes procrastination worse. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Tell yourself, "I'm capable of doing this," or "I'll start small and build momentum." Positive self-talk boosts confidence and reduces the mental barriers to taking action. Rewards can be powerful motivators. After completing a task, give yourself a small reward. Watch an episode of your favorite show, have a snack, or take a short break. Rewards create positive reinforcement, making it more likely you'll take action again in the future. Visualization isn't just a motivational trick, it's a way to prime your brain for success. Spend a few minutes visualizing how you'll feel after completing the task. Imagine the sense of relief, accomplishment, and pride. This mental rehearsal can make starting the task less intimidating. Practice self-compassion. Everyone procrastinates from time to time, and beating yourself up over it doesn't help. Instead, acknowledge that you've delayed something, learn from it, and move on. Practicing self-compassion reduces guilt and shame, which can otherwise lead to more procrastination. By applying these strategies consistently, you'll notice a gradual shift in how you approach tasks. The key is not to aim for perfection, but to take small, consistent actions every day. Remember, overcoming procrastination is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and keep moving forward. Chapter 3: Building Long-Term Habits. Overcoming procrastination isn't just about taking action once. It's about building long-term habits that keep you on track. Temporary motivation fades, but habits last. The goal is to create a system that keeps you productive even when you don't feel like working. Here's how you can build habits that crush procrastination. Keystone habits are behaviors that lead to positive changes in other areas of your life. For example, regular exercise doesn't just improve physical health, it also boosts mood, energy, and focus. Choose a few key habits like waking up early, journaling, or planning your day. When you develop these, other productive behaviors naturally follow. Habit stacking involves attaching a new habit to an existing one. This strategy makes it easier to build routines. For example, if you already have a habit of making coffee in the morning, you can stack "Review my daily tasks" right after it. The existing habit acts as a trigger for the new one, making it easier to stick to. What gets measured gets managed. Tracking your habits allows you to see how consistent you are. Use a habit tracker app or a simple journal to mark each day you complete your desired habit. Seeing your progress visually creates motivation, especially when you don't want to break the streak. Your environment shapes your behavior. If you want to build long-term habits, create an environment that supports them. For instance, if you want to read more, place books where you can easily see them. If you want to work out regularly, set out your workout clothes the night before. A well-designed environment makes good habits easier to follow and bad habits harder to continue. Many people fail to build habits because they try to do too much too soon. The key to lasting change is starting small and staying consistent. Instead of aiming for an hour-long workout, start with 10 minutes. Instead of trying to meditate for 30 minutes, start with 5. Consistency builds momentum, and small wins lead to big results over time. The most powerful way to build lasting habits is by changing your identity. When you see yourself as a productive person, procrastination becomes less of an issue. Instead of saying, "I'm trying to get things done," say, "I'm the kind of person who gets things done." Each time you follow through on a habit, you reinforce that identity. Over time, this mindset shift makes action taking automatic. Building long-term habits is about consistency, not perfection. You won't always feel motivated, but that's okay. The key is showing up regularly, even when it's hard. Over time, these habits will become part of your identity, making procrastination a thing of the past. Keep stacking small wins, track your progress, and trust the process. You'll be amazed at how much you can achieve when action becomes a habit. Procrastination is something we all face, but it doesn't have to control your life. Throughout this guide, we've explored the psychology behind procrastination, strategies to overcome it, and actionable steps to master it daily. The truth is, overcoming procrastination isn't about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about taking action, even when you don't feel ready. Remember, it starts small. One task, one step, one win. When you commit to those small actions, they build momentum, making it easier to keep going. Don't aim for perfection, aim for progress. Consistency beats intensity every time. Your future self will thank you for the actions you take today. Whether it's tackling that long-delayed project, starting that fitness journey, or simply organizing your space, start now. Use the strategies you've learned, build routines, and create a system that works for you. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to help with the YouTube algorithm. Remember, small changes lead to big improvements over time. See you in the future.